Good morning, beloveds. As you can see, I have a cat who thinks she's a parrot today. At this point, y'all are starting to recognize him. This is Sugar. She's one of my tan and whites. She is the tan and white. I have two sisters and a brother. And she is tan and white, and then the brother and sister are both orange tabbies. Which, if you know anything about cats, an orange tabby girl is very rare. And I have two of them. So, she's now behind the camera. Okay, so, it is Monday, August 14th. We're going to hope she doesn't back up and knock the camera over, but hey, life with cats, right? There's a phenomenal page that I follow on Facebook called Clergy with Cats, and the stories of, that was Sugar jumping off, the stories and the pictures of cats and live streams are funny. They're so funny. You have to love cats and be a member of the clergy to join this group. But it's so worth it, and it has just really kept me sane through this, because some of the clergy, they foster, so we get to see kittens, and then they talk about the live streams, and the one this morning, she has an olive wood cross that she needs to use, I actually didn't see who it was, is going to use in their live stream this service soon, and the cat loves the olive wood cross, and she's like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Just and the advice was just incorporate the cats. So, alright. But I could talk about my cats all day, but that's not what you're here for. You are here for 365 Science of Mind, August 24th. And our title is The Essence of Love Expresses Through Me as Harmony. The law of the Lord is perfect, and the law of the Lord is love. You are made perfect in the law when you enter into conscious communion with love. It is only through love that the law can fulfill itself in your experience, because love harmonizes everything, unifies everything. You can never make the most perfect use of the law of your life unless that use is motivated by love. As the artist imbibes the essence of beauty, so you must drink in the love all around you. That's Rita, helping out. You must imbibe its spirit. This love is more than a sentiment. It is a deep sense of underlying unity, beauty, and majesty of all life, and the goodness running through everything. The givingness of life to everything. Say, today, sorry, let me adjust the cat. Say, today I bestow the essence of love upon everything. Everyone shall be lovely to me. My soul meets the soul of the universe in everything. No, in everyone. Everything is beautiful. Everything is meaningful. This love is a healing power touching everything into wholeness, healing the wounds of experience with its divine balm. I know that this love essence is the very substance of life, the creative principle back of everything, flowing through my whole being, spiritual, mental, and physical. It flows in transcendent loveliness into my world of thought and form, ever renewing, vitalizing, bringing joy, harmony, and blessing to everything and everyone it touches. Okay, so let's give this some deeper thought right now. The essence of love expresses through me as harmony. The law of the Lord is perfect, and the law of the Lord is love. That bears some thinking about, and then he does. You are made perfect in the law when you enter into conscious communion with love. So if we take the word perfect to mean whole, then you are made whole in the law when you enter into conscious communion with love. So, and in a few lines, he's going to say the most perfect way to use the law is to be motivated by love. And that actually is, in my experience, the most effective way to use that law. The law doesn't judge. The law is going to give you what you ask for if you put the emotional power behind it. But you're going to get the best results when the emotional power you put behind it is love and is motivated by love. When what you are asking for is motivated by love. And that's one of the reasons why sometimes it's easier to treat for other people, because it's easier to love other people. And it can be harder to treat for yourself because loving yourself, not the easiest job. And yet it is one we are called to do. If you are going to love every being who is a child of God, you have to remember you are also a child of God, and you are responsible for loving yourself. All right. It is only through love that the law can fulfill itself in your experience. Okay. So it is only through love that the law can fulfill itself in experience, because love harmonizes everything and unifies everything. So when we enter into that love, unity is easier. Harmony is easier. So he kind of goes on to explain what he means by peace, I guess, a little further on down, or maybe love. Hang on. You can never make the most perfect use of the law of your life unless that use is motivated by love. So you can never, he doesn't say you can't use the law. He doesn't say that. You can use the law in any emotion. Lots of people use it in anger. And lots of people use it in fear. But you can never make the most perfect, meaning the most whole use of the law of your life unless that use is motivated by love. That is when you are going to get the best results. I mean, ask any science of mind practitioner or any science of mind minister when they get the best results, and they'll probably tell you when they are motivated by love. It is one of the reasons why practitioners love to practice, because with other people, because they get to love on other people in their treatments. There's no judgment. There's no judgment. As the artist imbibes the essence of beauty, so you must drink in the love all around you. If God is love, then you are constantly surrounded by love. That means you have to be open and conscious and willing to see that love. You can probably hear that magnificent purr right now of Rita sitting in my lap. And that's the beauty of pets, is because they love unconditionally. The condition is they are your pet, but they love you no matter what. And Rita and Sugar both demonstrated that this morning by loving on me during this live stream. She's now sitting beside me, but still purring. So you must imbibe the spirit of love. Drink it in. See it around you. Recognize it. Recognize it in all of the little ways that it's constantly around you. The beauty that you see, the flowers that bloom, the trees, the squirrels, the pets, the magnificent sunrises and sunsets and the clouds and the wind, and, all of that is love. All of that is nature loving itself. This love is more than a sentiment. It is a deep sense of underlying unity, beauty, and majesty of all life. the goodness running through everything, the givingness of life to everything, which is what I was trying to describe when I was talking about nature. Go take a walk in a forest and just feel the life around you. Feel the love around you. Feel the natural processes happening around you. And that's love. And that's love on a level that we so rarely grasp because we're not conscious of it. All right. So, on to the treatment. Today, I bestow the essence of love upon everything. Everything shall be lovely to me. Not a small task. My soul meets the soul of the universe in everyone. And that's another one where he's asking us to look into the eyes of everyone we meet, no matter under what circumstances we meet them, and see the eyes of God looking back at us. And to project to that person that it is God looking through us at them, loving them through us, even when we don't feel like it. Everything is beautiful. Everything is meaningful, which can make your mind go crazy. This love is a healing power touching everything into wholeness. And yeah, there is no greater healing power than love. And that's one of the reasons why when you are actively working on healing something, the one best thing that you can do is love yourself. Love yourself through the healing process. Love is the greatest power in the universe. Love yourself through the healing process. Whatever that healing process looks like, whatever you are doing, with doctors and chemistry and medicine and surgery, love yourself through it, and it will assist in that healing process. Okay, touching everything with wholeness, healing the wounds of experience with its divine balm. Because all of our experiences aren't wonderful, and some of our experiences have left pretty big wounds, and the best way to love them, the best way to close them is to close them with love. Yes, I have had this experience. Yes, it was a traumatic experience, and now I'm going to love that wound closed. I'm going to love that experience into... I don't know how to explain that. I'm going to love that experience out of hurting me. But that's asking for something that's pretty deep. To take a traumatic experience and love it into the place of not hurting you. And I don't have a way to explain how to do that. I don't. So that's something to think about. I know that this love essence is the very substance of life. The substance of life that you are made up of is this love essence. The creative principle back of everything. It is what you are made up of. Flowing through my whole being. Spiritual, mental, and physical. So everything, spiritual, mental, and physical. Everything's made of love. It flows in transcendent loveliness into my world of thought and form. That's just a beautiful way of saying that. Love, flows in its transcendent loveliness, moving beyond what we know, what we see, what we think, what we feel, into my world of thought form, ever renewing, always renewing, vitalizing, which is just a beautiful word, bringing joy, harmony, and blessing to everything and everyone it touches. So, what does love do? It renews, it vitalizes, it brings joy, it brings harmony, it brings blessings to everything and everyone it touches. That's what love does. Now, that's not all it does. I mean, we could go on and on all day about what love does. So what is our mission today? I'm going to have to think about this for a minute. Well, no, it's the very first thing he says after say. Our mission, should we choose to accept it today, is to bestow the essence of love upon everything, that everyone shall be lovely to me. Not a small mission, but they're never small missions. But they are always possible missions because the power back of the missions is spirit. It's law. It's love. It is the Spirit who wants us to be happy. That's where that Bible quote comes from that I like to use. You are a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased. And if you are a beloved child of God, then God wants... You've heard the story of the prodigal son. You can never go away and come back. Well, one, you can never go away. But two is when you come back, God will treat you as if you were never gone, because in God's experience, you were never gone. Ooh. All right, Cleopatra, I'm with you. Forgiveness is all involved, including the self. Yep. All right. Thank you. I don't know why I'm getting comments today, but that's great. I don't always see them, so thank you. Thank you. Forgiveness of all involved, including the self. Yes. Okay. Prodigal son. You feel like you have left God, but in God's experience, you never left. So when you come back to God, when you come back to that love, when you come back from a traumatic experience of the illusion of separation, God's going to treat you as if you never left. God is going to love on you because in God's experience, you never left. You were always there. So, remember, love is the greatest power in the universe. Love is what we are made from. Love is what we are here to give. And we are here to give it to each other, but we are also here to give it to ourselves. So please remember that. When you meet the eyes of another person, it is God looking at God. You are a divine splinter. They are a divine splinter. And when we love one another, we bring ourselves into harmony. And when we love one another, we can heal anything. All right. I'm going to move into the process of my day. So I'm going to encourage you, as I always do, do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. Because when you do those things for yourself, it's easy to do them for others. It's actually harder sometimes to do that loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself. So I'm going to encourage you every day to do that. I'm going to encourage you to open the windows of your soul to get that breath of heaven so that you can recognize that heaven is around you all of the time. We just have to open up our eyes and see that. And do something that engages your mind and your body. And just because we have Laura and Marco, and honestly we have no idea where they're going to go, take the precautions that you need to take. Honestly, we are praying always that the storms bring the rain that we need and then move on to places like Colorado and California that need the rain. They don't need to hang around here. So, yes, we don't want to send them anywhere else. We want them to come in and bring us the rain and move on. And they can lower their winds and all of that. Yeah. So, take your precautions. And it is still 95 degrees out there. Not right at the moment, but that's our high today. So please drink plenty of water. That is definitely an act of self-love. All right. Reverend David will be on with you around 5 p.m. today. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. And I hope to see you. If you haven't been reading your emails, we have a pretty amazing workshop tonight. Starts at 6:30. It will be phenomenal. What is racism and how can I, and I'm going to screw up the rest of the title, how can we work to get rid of it? So if you have not, please email Jesse and join us. It the facilitator Danielle said she got a preview and it's going to be really amazing. So all right, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta get going. But today was an awesome reading, so thank you. Have a fantastic day, beloveds, and I will see you the next time.